Hello and welcome to another election dispatch right here on the Federal. My name is Sanket Upadhyay. This show is called AI with Sanket. This time we'll concentrate on the northeast as well as the east, which is the state of West Bengal. How does one explain what has happened? And to decode this, we've got Samir Purkayastha of the Federal. Thank you very much, Samir, for joining us. Professor Saminur Rahman of the Trinamool Congress is with us, and Apurva Kumar Bhattacharya, AGP spokesperson, is with us. I want to begin with you, Samir, first. Let's first talk about West Bengal and then Assam. What is your reading and what is your assessment of these results?
See, West Bengal, as you know, BJP is poised for a comfortable victory. Already they have crossed 190, they are leading in 190 seats. So these results, there are multiple factors that can be attributed to these results. One obviously is this SIR exercise, wherein, the demographic profile of many of the constituencies has almost changed. I'll just give you one example. There were around 177 seats wherein the number of deleted voters exceed the victory margins of the 2021 elections. And of those seats, the TMC had won 120 seats, while BJP had secured victory in 57 seats. But this time, it has reversed. The BJP has won most of these seats this time. So this shows how the SIR has also impacted this in this huge victory of the BJP. Other than that, obviously there were strong anti-incumbency factor against the TMC, particularly over this corruption cases, job for cash case. Then there were incidents like Arjika rape and murder case. Of course, TMC can say that, NCR, they can show NCRB data to say that West Bengal is still far more the safest states in the country as far as women's security is concerned. But for, Bengali, the Bhadraloks, this kind of incident is unprecedented in state of West Bengal. So this has actually made a huge impact among the urban voters particularly. And you have seen even during the protest, there were huge protests in the urban centers. And this time in the election, it has reflected that angst has been reflected in the EVM as well. So that is another factor. Then and see, the anti-incumbency factor was so strong that even in the minority areas, which is otherwise considered as TMC stronghold or the vote base, court support base, even there we can see the TMC couldn't retain its stronghold in the minority areas. There is clear split in minority votes.
Mr. Charles Nandi is also with us, spokesperson of the West Bengal BJP. Mr. Nandi, good afternoon, and thank you very much for joining us. So you won, but the Trinamool Congress says that it is not a contest between Mamata Banerjee and the BJP. However, it's a contest between Mamata Banerjee and an entire system. How would you respond to these allegations?
No. Yes, it's a contest between Mamata and Janta. It's a contest between Mamata and Janta. Okay. Now, my first point is that, see, Bengal is not just a political battle for us. It's more than that. Bengal is very important for us because of two reasons. One is to save India, we had to win Bengal. I repeat, to save India, to ensure safety and security of the country, we had to win Bengal. This is number one. Number two, and also because of we have to ensure battle for civilization. So one point is that to save India, we had to win Bengal, and another is that for Bengal, it's battle for civilization.
Can you elaborate how to save India? Are you talking about Bangladeshi
because
infiltrators? infiltrating into the
good
now
question.
tell me something, sir. For the past
Good
one more,
question.
Mr. Nandi, for the
Good,
past
good.
12 years it is one moment, Mr. Nandi, let me ask the question. For the past 12 years in this government, in this country, you have the Bharatiya Janata Party government at the center. Now if there are infiltrators coming in from Bangladesh and settling in India, then it's not the West Bengal police which mans the West Bengal border.
And people from mainly Muslims, minority Muslims from Bangladesh, they sneaked into Bengal. After sneaking into Bengal, they got hold of Aadhaar card, PAN card, voter card with the tacit support of Trinamooli mafias. As a result, that's why Honorable Home Minister said that infiltration, Ghuspetia, Rohingyas, they took shelter in Bengal without any document. We want these Ghuspetias, we have 3 Ds: detect, delete, and deport. That is what our policy. And that's why Bengal voted against infiltrators.
I get your point, Mr. Charles Nandi, but the point is Aadhaar is issued by the UIDAI. Aadhaar is issued by the central government. The international borders are manned by central forces. So if there is a legitimization of Bangladeshi citizens in Bengal, then a portion of that blame needs to be shared by the center as well. And it cannot just be the responsibility of state governments. And my question to you is SIR and SIR exercise alone responsible for your loss? Or was this 15 years of anti-incumbency as well?
I am not accepting the defeat yet. Our party supremo Mamata Banerjee has already told to wait till sunset. She is confident that after sunset, result may change. So I am not accepting defeat.
Even now, we are recording this at 4:18 p.m. on the 4th of May. You're still hopeful of a reversal.
As our party supremo said,
The gap between you and the BJP is of 100 seats, Mr. Rahman.
Yes, I know that. What was your second question? SIR. Okay. Yes, SIR has significantly impacted this election. 27.
That was not my question, Professor Rahman. My point is that SIR has impacted is something that you've been saying. But to gloss over every other form of anti-incumbency against your government and only blame SIR for this, will that be a fair assessment?
Yes, TMC government has been in power for 15 years in Bengal. So naturally, there is strong anti-incumbency, and BJP has successfully utilized it. But the election process, the debate of SIR has reached to Supreme Court, and Supreme Court intervened. 27 lakh voters, they are now they are still under adjudication, and they have appealed to tribunals. The results, the tribunal judgments are yet to be published. So 27 lakhs voter is not a very small number. The total electorate of West Bengal is approximately 7 lakhs. So a significant percentage of voters have been left out, and our party has consistently said that the Election Commission of India is not working impartial. Election Commission of India is working as an agent of central government. This has been our consistent allegations. So yes, SIR is one of the major issues that the current election has faced. So, but I will also confess that it is not the sole reason for the result of this election.
Yeah, that was the point that I was trying to make. Let me try going across to Mr. Apurba, who has now suddenly disappeared. Of course, we'll talk about Assam in just a short moment. But Mr. Charles Nandi is now back with us. And then we'll go to Samir. Mr. Nandi, the TMC here says that it's still not over. They say that they're still hopeful that by the evening something dramatic is going to happen. Now, let's just say if it doesn't, do you feel that this is a lot to do with SIR and less to do with Mamata's performance, or the other way around?
See, TMC can hope against hope. Let them hope. What can I say? See, this Bengal election is vote against lumpenization. It vote against negative corruption. It vote against politics of appeasement. It vote against coal smuggling. It vote against cow smuggling. It vote against crimes against women. It vote against mafia raj. It vote against politics inside the health system. Vote against the politics involving education. Vote against total law and order failure. Please remember one thing. 7 days back, Supreme Court Chief Justice specifically said there is complete breakdown of law and order in West Bengal. That is what Bengal is. So Bengal wanted to be out of the clutch of Mamata Banerjee. So it's a defeat of Mamata Banerjee. Bengal totally refused Mamata Banerjee. And I can add one thing. My last sentence is that this TMC, Mamata Banerjee's TMC, is going to be wiped out from Bengal within 1 or day 2, because all the TMC MLAs, they're starting telephoning us to join BJP. So this is basically a club. Mamata Banerjee Trinamool, yes. Trinamool Congress is basically a club. This party has no constitution. This is basically a club, and this party is assemble of some lumpens, some mafias, some anti-national elements. That is the party of Trinamool Congress.
Okay, let me now also get in Mr. Apurba Kumar Bhattacharya. Can you hear me, Mr. Bhattacharya, AGP spokesperson?
Yes,
let's talk a little about Assam. Mr. Bhattacharya, Assam delivered unprecedented results for the BJP single-handedly, and it has, I would say, decimated the opposition that the Congress party tried to put forward. Where do you see your role and also the general political landscape of Assam in this personality and figure called Himanta Biswa Sarma?
You know what I like to say, that where Himant ji is, where there is Himmat bhi hai. I mean, he was taking the leadership from front line, and he was accorded all the allied group parties in a confidence, and he knows the mechanism how to win the battle. As a very experienced person, dynamic leader, not only by state, if I say that he is number one dynamic and very capable chief minister of the nation, I don't think so that I have quoted very much in favor of Himanta. He is really effective leader. Under his leadership, the NDA in Assam.
No, let me frame this question differently. What do you think has worked in your favor? Is it Himanta Biswa Sarma's work in the past 5 years? It is the fact that the opposition against Himanta Biswa Sarma was perhaps not strong enough? Or is it the politics of Himanta Biswa Sarma which was extremely polarizing in nature? Which of these three?
First of all, people have gone with the development. Under the leadership of Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma, he has established it that without development, it can't be possible to encourage the new generation, and until and unless we will be not be able to fulfill the hopes and aspiration of the new generation, then definitely a party cannot be survived for a long time. Congress was no any roadmap, what they will do, how they will do, how they will work for the various section of the people. Moreover, Himanta Biswa Sarma rightly diagnosis the female voters of our country. They played a vital role in the election, and that's why each and every female who got the love and touch of the Himanta Biswa Sarma's policies, they have casted their votes in favor of NDA alliance group. So first of all, if someone may blame him that he was busy with the polarization, yes, with their own agenda they have started their political mission, but that was a part. But people's a new generation of voters have decided to go with the development, and now my state is running with very much developmental activity. That's why the people love the NDA alliance and they have choose BJP.
Okay. Quickly coming back to Samir Purkayastha. Mr. Samir, just coming back to you. Sorry, we had to move on as you were getting a phone call. But my question about Assam to you, and then we'll come back to West Bengal. Which of these three has worked for Himanta Biswa Sarma? His own personality and work, weak opposition, or his polarizing politics?
All of the three. See, Himanta, firstly, the opposition. If you see the Congress couldn't put up an united face before elections. Even after the election schedule was announced, the Congress leaders were quitting the party. So this sent across a very wrong message to the voters that this party is not ready to, put up a fight against the BJP. That kind of message went. Then even on alliance, if you see with Raizor Dal, Akhil Gogoi's Raizor Dal, till last moment, these alliance talks were on. Negotiations back and forth, even allegations and counter allegations. So this kind of posturing definitely has dented the opposition's image as a credible challenger to the BJP. That is one factor. Then, as you said, polarization. Of course, all the ills we talk about TMC government in West Bengal, we can say same thing about Assam. But fortunately, Himanta Biswa Sarma comes from the party that is also there in the center, the double engine Sarkar. That's why for Himanta's corruption there is no CBI, no ED. But everybody in Assam knows the level of corruption. The chief minister and his family has indulged in, and these are not my words. Before Himanta joined BJP, it was the same party which came out with a white paper of corruptions against Himanta. And Mr. Bhattacharjee is there in the show. He will know. When Himanta was in the Congress, they projected him as the embodiment of corruption, everything. Suddenly he has become clean. So see, and in the even after coming to the power, if you see this thing in public perception, and apart from that, even allegations against him, multiple cases. But
I get the point that you're making, Charles Nandi. Okay, we're just quickly coming to the end of the show. I get the point that you're making, Samir. Charles Nandi, the point that Samir touched upon, that's going to be the last point here. Will we see a fresh wave and spate of BJP washing machine in the state of West Bengal? You, by your own admission, said a lot of people from TMC want to come and join us. If they don't,
that does not mean that
will there be
that does not mean that we are going to take them. I said they are in touch with us. That's it. I'm not talking about whether we are going to take them or not, because this is television studio. We don't make our policy decisions sitting in television studio. Okay, this is BJP. My last word, because I have to go to another TV discussion, TV show. So my last sentence is that Dr. Shyama Mukherjee, we are going to have first BJP government in Bengal. We got blessings from Bengal. So this is our Dr. Shyama Mukherjee's dream has been fulfilled.
All right. Thank you very much, Samir Purkayastha,
Thank you,
Professor
Master.
Saminur Rahman, and Charles Nandi for joining us. Thank you so much.